bidding the wheat. So if we're trading the wheat-corn spread, we are long the wheat-corn spread, correct? 4 o'clock. We are long the wheat-corn spread. How did it trade out, guys? That's without legging into it, right? Without taking the advantage of legging this one. How did the wheat-corn long spread do? It was 4 o'clock, we shouted it. 4 o'clock, we gave you a shout out for this trade. Now, bearing in mind, this is not my market, so I'm no specialist on ags, that's for sure. So you can see that there's 15.45 in a 15-minute chart. So that's 4 o'clock, right? So there's your buy trade, agreed? That's without legging. That's without the benefit of legging. So obviously, without the benefit of legging, that's the price you would have been able to buy that spread on. Did I get it right? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we got it wrong. So we get a once, we get a twice, we get a 3 times a lady into the bottom edge. And then it starts moving in our favor. Who'd have thought that was going to happen, guys? Who'd have thought that was going to happen? $28 spread. And then as we came into this morning's business, was it still in our favor? So who thinks that spread turned out pretty good? For a non-ags trader, what do you think, guys? Can you apply these techniques to any market anywhere? Who thinks that little bit of business turned out to be really good? $29 spread down to a low price of $27 spread. Spread this morning's trading at $42. Woo-woo! Spring break. Spring break. That's a break and a half, isn't it? Is it not the time of the year for spring break anyway? It's spring, surely. So obviously that gives us this idea of the spring wheat trade, doesn't it? We love the spring break, don't we? We love the. Have you ever been in Florida on the spring break, Kim? Yeah, we know what the girls get up to in spring break.
No, I have not.
Is there not an element of shows your boobies?
I think
Is
so.
that not a thing in America? Is that not a tradition?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I've tried to introduce it in Scotland before, but
No.
they didn't want necklaces and stuff like that. They wanted fish suppers in a pickle. So that it was going to be really, really expensive, and then you had to go along to the chippy to get your fish supper, right?
Yes.
Or a sausage supper, or haggis supper, or something like that. And by the time you got back, it was chanking cold, and by the time they removed 26 different layers, the fish supper was freezing, and they just simply didn't want it, so it was game over. So I don't think it's going to be a tradition that's going to take off in Scotland anytime soon, Kim.
No.
We really want this global warming to kick off, don't we?
Yeah, no, you could go to Florida for spring break for sure. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I mean, catch a little pneumonia. That wouldn't be fun. That's not spring break. That is not.
Well, if you've ever been down to the beach, in Scotland, all the people on the beach look like they're all from that film Avatar. Because they're all blue, of course, yeah. They're blue with the cold. That's where the director got the idea of blue people, because I think the director was Hamish McAlpine, that famous haggis hunter from the yesteryear. I think he was the producer of Avatar, and I think he got the idea of blue characters from Scottish people, But anyway, what a great spread trade. It was a cracker. It played out big style. We did a 1, 2, 3 into a bottom edge. And as I said, you don't have to have an awful lot of knowledge to know these things. I don't trade the wheat corn spreads, but We still came up with a cracking trade worth a lot of money in there, didn't we? I mean, that's not chump change. $28 a spread up to $42 a spread is a big profit, guys. $14 a spread is a big profit on a deal on a one-day scalp trade. Now, that's not bad at all. And bearing in mind it's $50 a pop,